We shall move on to the next topic, a canonical form for regular languages. So what is this canonical form for regular languages? So a canonical form for some set of objects C assigns exactly one representation to each class of equivalent objects in C. So further, each such representation is distinct. So two objects in C share the same representation if and only if they are equivalent in the sense for which we define the form. So what this means is, so you will be having two transition diagrams. So you have to just check whether they are equivalent or not. Okay, you're just checking whether they are equivalent or not. So how to check whether they are equivalent or not? So to do that, you have to follow the procedure. So in simple, I have written the steps here. So you'll be having a finite state machine. So first of all, you have to check whether it is a non-deterministic finite state machine. If it is a non-deterministic finite state machine, then you have to convert it to deterministic finite state machine. Okay, so if it is directly a DFSM, you directly go to next step. If not, if it is NDFSM, you have to convert it to deterministic finite state machine. So you have studied this in previous topics. So this is the first step. Once you are done with this, then you have to minimize the existing deterministic finite state machine. So after conversion, the next step is you have to minimize it. Okay, so minimizing an existing deterministic finite state machine you have studied in the previous topic. So once you're done with these two things, then comes the next one. That is, you have to create a unique assignment of names with respect to the different states that is present. Okay, so what you have to do is, once you're done with these two things, so you'll be having two transition diagrams. So you have to draw the transition table for it, and then you have to check whether they are same. If they are same, it means that they are equivalent. Okay, so I'll explain this with the help of a diagram. So just you need to remember this. Okay, so we shall solve the problem. So this is a problem statement that is given. Okay, you can see two problems here. So single problem itself, two transition diagrams are given. Okay, so here you can see that there are three states, and here there are four different states. Okay, the transition is with respect to the input, that is alphabet C and D. So first of all, you have to check whether it is a non-deterministic finite state machine. If so, then you have to convert it. So how will we get to know whether it is non-deterministic or not? So in this example, you can check that the alphabets are C and D. So even in this diagram, you can check that the alphabets are C and D. That is, alphabet is C and then D. From each and every state, just check whether you have an outgoing CD. So from Q1, I have CD. From Q2 also, I have CD. So from Q3 also, I have C and D. So Q1 is the starting state. Q1 itself is the final state. So with respect to this diagram, I have four states. So from Q4, I have C, D. So from Q5, I have C and then D. So from Q6, I have C and then D. So from Q7, I have C and then D. Okay, so you're done with this. So here also, Q4 is the starting state and then it is the final state. So the first step is done. So the given transition diagrams are deterministic finite state machine. So even this is a deterministic finite state machine. Even this is a deterministic finite state machine. So you need not convert it again. So you're done with this. Once you're done with this, next step is you have to minimize the existing DFSM. So you have to minimize it. So how to minimize? You have seen this in previous classes. That is, first of all, I'll write the initial classes. So initial classes with respect to this and initial classes with respect to this. So here I have three states out of 3 states, which is the final state? Q1 is the final state. So my set will be Q1 is the final state. The next one will be remaining states, that is Q2 and Q3. So with respect to this, so what is the final state? The final state is Q4. And then write the remaining states. What are the remaining states? Q5, Q6, Q7. Q4, sorry, not Q4, Q5, Q5, Q6 and then Q7. So once you are done with this, check with respect to each step and check whether splitting is required or not. So when the splitting is stopped, then draw the final deterministic finite state machine. So after solving the problem, you will be left out with Q1, Q2, Q3 where no further splitting is required, and with respect to another diagram you have like this Q4, one more is Q5, Q7 and then Q6. Okay. Draw the transition diagram with respect to this and this one. So your step 2 is done. Okay, that is you have minimized the existing deterministic finite state machine. So once you are done with this, the next step is you have to check whether they are equivalent or not. So how to check whether they are equivalent or not? So you have two transition diagrams here with different names in the states. Okay, I have different names and the alphabets here it is CD, here also it is CD. So you might have a case where there are different alphabets also. So what you should do is you should rename this. Okay, rename this. So no matter what states are given, so when you start renaming it, so states you simply started from Q0, Q0, Q1, Q2, so on. And then alphabets, you can take it as C1, C2, C3, so on. Okay. So you have to rename the states that are present and then the alphabets. So right now here what I will do is, I have Q1, right? So this Q1 I will change it to Q0. Q2 I will change it to Q1. Q3 I will change it to Q2. So I have renamed this. Similarly with respect to this diagram, so this is a separate diagram, right? So Q4 I will change it to Q0. Q5, Q7, this state I will name it as Q1 and Q6, this I will name it as Q2. Okay, and then I have C, so C I will rename it as C1 and then D I will rename it as C2. Okay, D I will rename it as C2. So we shall draw this diagram again. So when I redraw this by renaming the names, so it will look like, so first one I will take it as Q0, same diagram I am just renaming it. Okay, so this became Q1 and this is Q2. So from C I will rename it to C1 and then D I will just rename it to C2. So this becomes C1, C2 and then C1, C2, then this one C1 and then C2. Okay. Similarly, I will write with respect to the other one. So Q4 I have renamed it as Q0. So Q0, Q5, Q7 I have renamed it as Q1. Q6 I have renamed it as Q2. Okay. So this is the final state. So I will rename C to C1, D to C2. So this becomes C1, C2, C1, C2 and then here this is C1, and then you have D here, rename it to C2. Okay, so rename all the states. So once you're done with this, you have to draw the transition table for both. Okay, draw the transition, write the transition table for both. Okay, so you know that you have to write the transition table with respect to the states and then the alphabets that you have. So here I have Q0, Q1, Q2. So here it will be Q0, Q1 and then Q2. So here Q0 itself is the starting state and then the final state. So what are the alphabets that you have? You have C1 and then C2. Okay, so we shall check the transition now. So from Q0, if I read C1, I'll go to Q0 itself. So from Q0, if I read C2, I'll go to Q1. Next from Q1, if I read C1, I'll go to Q2. From Q1, if I read C2, I'll go to Q0. From Q2, if I read C1, I'll go to Q1. From Q2, if I read C2, it will go back to Q2 itself. So you have got the transition table with respect to this. Now we shall write the transition table with respect to the other one also. So here also you have 3 states. So Q0, Q1, Q2. Alphabets are C1 and then C2. So in this transition diagram also Q0 itself is the starting state and then the final state. So from Q0, if I read C1, it is Q0. So from Q0, if I read C2, it is Q1. From Q1, if I read C1, it is Q2. If I read C2, it is Q0. Here if I read C1, it goes to Q1. And then if I read C2, it goes to Q2 itself. Okay. So you have got the transition table with respect to both the diagrams here. Okay. So once you are done with this, now you have to check whether they are equivalent or not. So how will you get to know that they are equivalent or not? Just check whether the transition tables are same. So right now in this example, when I drew the transition diagram, the diagram is also looking the same. So by seeing that itself, you can tell that it is same. But when you draw, you need not take it in this order only. You can take it in any order. Okay. So right now by seeing the transition table, both the transition tables are one and the same. Since both the transition tables are same, you can tell that they are equivalent. Okay, so this is how you check whether they are equivalent or not. So the first step is directly convert from non-deterministic finite state machine to deterministic finite state machine. The second step is you have to minimize the existing deterministic finite state machine. The third step is once you have minimized, rename it. After renaming everything, just draw the transition table. Check whether they are same. If they are same, it means that they are equivalent.